I'm here in Columbus at IT Martini Hour 17 with Ben Gilbert from Functional Delights. Hello, Ben. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Doing excellent. Functional Delights, interesting name. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
So we make a application for the iPhone called Seize the Day. It's a simple productivity manager. Think of it as a kind of a to-do list manager for the iPhone. And we're right now around 250,000 downloads in the App Store.
Wow, 250,000 downloads. How long has the app been out in the App Store?
Just under a year now.
Wow, excellent. Now, it seems like a little bit of a calendar app. Tell me a little bit about what's different about that versus using like a Google Calendar or something else.
Sure. So we're actually working on an integration with that right now, but we look at a calendar like it's a series of events. These are appointments you have in place, and a to-do list is kind of a list of items that can be done at any time. So they're kind of two separate things, but we do integrate in our new app Zero coming out, which is really my baby. We kind of sync your tasks into any existing calendar. So you're right that it is very similar to a calendaring tool, but there's some kind of intricate differences.
Yeah, it sounds like you almost put a calendar on steroids, makes people a little more productive, makes it a little easier to manage what they need to get done. Is that right?
You could say that, yeah.
Well, it sounds like a great idea. Tell me a little bit about how you came up with the idea, and is it just you, or are you working with somebody else?
Sure. So the company is 50-50, myself and my buddy Ian. He's another programmer. He lives in California. We were roommates a couple summers ago, and we were like, well, we should learn some iPhone development. We're sitting around thinking, well, you know, there's a ton of really bad task management applications out there right now, and we need to make a good one. So we started to work on making a good one, and 9 months later, you know, 2 undergrads, 9 months, and kind of a lot of sweat equity. We've only invested about $400 between us. We launched the app, and we got featured on the front page of Apple's App Store on the first week, driving about 10,000 downloads a day. So
that's amazing. 250,000 downloads, I think you mentioned. $400, a lot of sweat equity. There's no doubt about that. And in an app store that has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of apps, to be able to drive that kind of traffic and at the same time not be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing is just amazing. What is it that you do to get people to know about your app?
So we did a big initial push at first where we reviewed what new features is Apple coming out with in the operating system that they're going to want to highlight, and how can we integrate that in the app. And we picked notifications, so we do reminders. The app's very heavy on reminders as it's a task manager. And we run Apple's iAd network, which they were looking to showcase. So that kind of got us the initial feature. We bought some spots in very targeted ad networks after that around the web to kind of draw the attention of our target audience. That's the $400. And kind of from then, we've been able to sustain by staying really high in the productivity charts in the App Store.
Well, excellent. As you can see, it's been a busy night tonight. There's been a lot of great startups here, and everybody's out there trying to figure out who am I going to vote for. So as people go to the ballot box, what is it you want them to remember about you, or your app, I should say, that they should keep in mind as they go to the ballot box to vote for you?
Well, I think we've got a great product. We're a 4.5 out of 5 star in the App Store, so I'm super proud of that. But really, I want them to think, who was that scrappy undergrad team that had no funding and about 40 years between them? So.
Well, I definitely appreciate your time. It's wonderful to see, like you say, an undergrad, so young entrepreneurs, you're doing it, bootstrapping it, making it happen. It may not be as sexy as being, quote, funded, but the reality is it's what most people are doing to get their businesses off the ground. I'm really proud of you. Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you.